In the following video, we are going to review the different types of special functions, their graphs, what they look like, and be able to apply them. So the first two problems, we are given graphs and we're asked to identify which type of function is represented. So in number one, is this a linear, piecewise, absolute value, or parabolic? And we can break it down. Linear has a constant rate of change. So if I look at this graph, I see I do have a constant rate of change, and all of a sudden it breaks, goes horizontal, and then jumps up again. And so therefore that tells me, it's not one rate of change, it's not constant, and so it's not linear. Absolute values are V-shaped. And so if I take a look, this graph is not V-shaped. Parabolic graphs are U-shaped. This is not U-shaped. And so therefore, this is a piecewise function. There are, if you look, here's one portion, and then it stops. You have a horizontal portion, then it jumps up, and you have this portion. And so there's technically three different pieces of functions put together for this. So if we use the same logic, this isn't a piece function for it. It's not linear because there's not a constant rate of change. It's not U-shaped, so it's not parabolic. It is an absolute value graph. This time it opens downwards for it. And so those are our types of functions and how to identify them graphically. Let's look at applying a piecewise function. And so in this application, we're told here are the three expressions f of x equals, and our conditions are if x is less than 8, it's f5x. If x is between 8, including 8, but less than 16, so it's between 8 and 16, including 8, then it's 8.5x minus 1. If x is greater than or equal to 16, it's 12x plus 4. So if you're given that this function represents the amount of money earned for working a different number of hours, so that tells me that my x is my variable for hours. How much will an employee earn for working 12 hours? So this tells me my x value is 12. So if I take a look, if my x is 12, 12 is not less than 8, so I don't use this function. 12 is not greater than or equal to 16, so I don't use this function. I'm going to use the 8.5x minus 1. So that's the portion of the piecewise function I'm going to use, and I'm told x equals 12. So I'm going to find the function, the value of x at 12. So I plug in 12 for x. And so if I do that, 8.5 times 12 minus 1 is going to give us 100. And 1. 8.5 times 12 is going to be 102, and then minus 1 gives us 101. And so this is just a review of our special types of functions based off of our previous lesson. If you're still confused on how to identify them, how to apply them, please go back to the previous video on our special types of functions.